Welcome to today's session on international trade development. Today, we are exploring the strategic and operational approaches to developing international trade. This involves the critical methods businesses employ to enter foreign markets, manage resources effectively, and adapt products and services to local needs while meticulously controlling costs and risks during global expansion. There are several distinct strategies for operating on an international scale. These include subsidiary businesses, joint ventures, partnerships, agencies, licensing, franchising, subcontracting, and outsourcing. Each of these models offers varying degrees of control, risk, and capital involvement. A subsidiary business is a wholly or majority-owned operation established in another country. This gives the parent company full control over decision-making, ensuring consistent branding and long-term strategic growth. Joint ventures are agreements where two or more businesses share ownership of a new entity in a foreign market. This model benefits international businesses through shared costs, shared risks, and crucial access to local market expertise. Partnerships are collaborative arrangements between independent businesses where resources and skills are combined, increasing flexibility and reducing the financial burden of entering new markets. Agencies are arrangements where local agents sell or represent a company's products in return for commission. This provides quick market access with low setup costs and reduced risk. Licensing is where a business allows a foreign company to use its intellectual property in exchange for fees or royalties, generating income without large capital investment. Franchising is where a business allows others to operate using its brand and business model under strict guidelines, enabling rapid expansion while maintaining brand consistency. Subcontracting is the use of foreign firms to produce goods or services on behalf of a business, lowering production costs and increasing operational efficiency. Outsourcing is the transfer of specific business functions to external overseas providers, reducing costs and allowing the business to focus on core activities. The primary drivers for selecting a particular strategy are the speed of establishing operations, access to local business knowledge, cost control, and risk control. Speed allows for a faster response to market opportunities. Access to local business knowledge and expertise utilizes local understanding of culture, laws, and consumer behavior, improving decision-making and reducing costly mistakes. Cost control is the ability to manage and reduce operational and setup expenses, improving profitability and financial stability. Risk control is the management and sharing of financial, legal, and operational risks, reducing potential losses in unfamiliar markets. Often, products and services must be re-engineered. This means adapting design, features, pricing, or delivery methods to meet cultural, legal, and consumer differences across countries. A business does this when operating internationally to increase customer acceptance, competitiveness, and overall sales by better meeting local expectations. Finally, we must consider resource allocations. The key considerations include capital costs, revenue costs, expertise and intellectual capital, training costs for local labor, and the organizational structure of the international business. Capital costs are the initial investment required for assets such as buildings, machinery, and technology. Revenue costs are ongoing operational expenses such as wages, utilities, and materials, which must be managed to ensure sustainable profitability. Expertise and intellectual capital are the skills, knowledge, and innovation needed to operate effectively, either local or provided by the incoming business. Training costs for local labor ensure consistent standards and productivity across global operations. The organizational structure is how management, communication, and decision-making are arranged across countries, ensuring effective coordination and control. Thank you for joining this lecture on international trade development. I look forward to seeing you in our next session.